Welcome! Here are 12 crazy and bonkers traditions that you will be amazed to discover are still practiced in England today. So, without further ado, let's get going. Introduced in 1678, to measure the corruption of the town of High Wycombe in Buckinghamshire, there is an annual custom of weighing the mayor. At the start of every mayor's term, they are weighed publicly by men in period dress, using a scale from the 1700s. Their weight is recorded and kept for the next year when the mayor is once again weighed in front of a crowd. The town crier then announces whether their weight has gone up, down, or stayed the same so the citizens of the town can see if the mayor is getting fat off of the taxpayer's pound. Wife carrying has a history dating back over 12 centuries when Viking raiders took women who refused to leave their homes. A wife-carrying race was introduced in Dorking, England in 2008. The rules are simple: participants over 18 can carry a partner weighing over 110 pounds using any style. The wife must wear a helmet, and if dropped, penalties will be imposed. Obstacles include sand, hurdles, and a water feature, and spectators can use water pistols and buckets to make it more challenging. The winner receives a barrel of ale and can enter the World Wife Carrying Championship in Finland. The town of Whittlesey in Cambridgeshire holds an annual Strawberry Festival, which takes place every New Year's Day in celebration of old folklore. The tradition involves parading a straw bear through the streets in a procession led by the bear, his keepers, and a plough team, followed by numerous dance groups including Morris men and clog and sword dancers. It has been held since the early 20th century and is a popular event for locals and visitors alike. Morris dancing is a traditional form of folk dance, practiced by numerous Morris dance groups in England, and has a long history, being seen in various forms since at least the 15th century. It is typically performed by groups of dancers, usually male, wearing distinctive costumes and using props such as sticks, handkerchiefs, or bells. The dance is characterized by energetic, rhythmic movements and intricate footwork, and is often accompanied by live music played on instruments such as accordions, fiddles, and melodeons. In Gloucestershire, the Cooper's Hill Cheese Rolling Contest has happened on every May bank holiday since the 1800s and attracts people from all over the world. The slope is steep and very few contestants manage to stay on their feet, ending up rolling down the hill while trying to catch the speeding 9-pound double Gloucester cheese, with the winner being the first person to cross the line at the bottom of the hill. The highest injury toll was in 1997 when 33 competitors were treated for everything from splinters to broken bones. Bun throwing is a 400-year-old tradition which is unique to Abingdon-on-Thames in Oxfordshire, when several thousand specially made buns are thrown to residents from the top of the county hall in the centre of the town. The ceremony is held to mark a royal occasion when councillors in full ceremonial robes climb to the top of the county hall and throw the buns down at the chanting crowds in the marketplace below. There is a selection of buns from the previous bun throwings throughout the years in the local museum. The World Gurning Championships is an annual event held at the Egremont Crab Fair in the Lake District and was established in 1267, which makes it one of the oldest fairs in the world. A number of different events take place during the fair, including the most famous event of gurning, meaning to make a strange facial expression or pull a face. Contestants put their heads through a horse collar and snarl like a dog, look savage, and distort their faces. The most famous gurner is a man called Tommy Mattinson, who has won the World Championship 16 times. Pancake Day, or Shrove Tuesday, is the traditional feast day before the start of Lent, on Ash Wednesday, which was traditionally a time of fasting and confession, when people were shriven or absolved from their sins. A bell would be rung to call people to confession, which came to be called the Pancake Bell, which is still rung today. This day was the last opportunity to use up eggs and fats before fasting, and pancakes are the perfect way of using up these ingredients. A traditional English pancake is very thin and served with golden syrup or lemon juice and castor sugar. The Yorkshire seaside town of Scarborough has maintained a tradition of skipping on Shrove Tuesday for well over 100 years. The Shrovetide bell is rung by the mayor accompanied by the town crier, followed by pancake races along the street, and after this, long ropes are turned all along the foreshore with many people skipping over each one. Every year since 1980, the small town of Willaston, Cheshire has held the World Worm Charming Championship. Each participant is given a 3-meter square plot of land and has to make the worms come out of the earth by using techniques such as vibrating the ground by sticking implements into it, playing music, or patting the soil. Prizes are awarded for the single heaviest specimen and the largest quantity of worms. The record was set in 2009 with 567 worms collected. On summer solstice night, thousands of people head to Stonehenge to see the sunrise on Midsummer's Day. The stones that form Stonehenge near Amesbury in Wiltshire were set up in about 2500 BC and designed to align with the movements of the sun. Standing in the center of the monument, you can see the sun rising just to the left of a large stone outside the stone circle, known as the heel stone. The longest day of the year is a time of celebration, with warm nights and long daylight making it the perfect time to gather together. A nettle eating contest is held at the Bottle Inn pub in Marshwood, Dorset every year. The contestants line up to eat as many 2-foot-long stalks of nettles as possible in 1 hour, usually eating up to 70 feet of stalks. The event started over 20 years ago when a local farmer lost a bet with another over who could grow the longest nettles. The loser's forfeit was to eat a whole nettle stem. Contestants say it doesn't hurt, but it causes a tingling sensation around the mouth. Please consider subscribing so you can keep on being notified when new videos are released, and remember to keep a lookout for more on the traditions of other parts of the United Kingdom.